Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is JT from Above and Below the Belt. I want to talk about what Lomachenko is saying. He's saying that he denies requesting the WBC franchise status or that title, whatever, or the tag or whatever you want to call it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not a belt, so imagination belt, I guess. But at the same time, he says he's denying it. He didn't request for it. Because I think Mauricio Sulaiman said that it was requested on Top Rank or Vasyl Lomachenko or Bob Arum, one of them, right? But I'm gonna just read a little bit of what's going on with this situation. What he's saying, Lomachenko reports suggest that Top Rank's Carl Moretti was an integral part of the Lomachenko being elevated to the WBC top honor at the WBC convention. President Mauricio Sulaiman then stated in an interview, according to Lomachenko, that the Ukraine has requested the title. A confusion over the situation reigns. Loma has now stated in the video that this wasn't the case. Loma even went as far as revealing he never once asked to be given the WBC franchise championship. Lomachenko even went as far as revealing he never once asked to be given the WBC franchise championship. The WBC Chiefs made the move shortly after confirming Canelo Alvarez as the first franchise honoree. This means Canelo is now a WBC champion for the remainder of his career. One thing is, as I was thinking about it, and every time a reporter is always talking to Lomachenko, he's always talking. His English is not that good too, as I recall, because he don't, and that's why he's not popular either. Like he's not popular like he should be popular. Bob Arum try to get him out there, like Floyd Mayweather or even a Canelo Alvarez, even Canelo Alvarez is not that popular to a certain degree. I think Canelo Alvarez is more popular than Lomachenko because he's been in the sport longer than Lomachenko. I would definitely say that. You know, so, and he's got a Mexican fan base over here in America supporting Canelo Alvarez, or I would say some Mexicans, because but I'm not gonna get all into that. But this conversation is not about Canelo, but it's about Lomachenko, and I think at the end of the day, I think that he probably didn't know. I'm gonna just give him that. You know what I'm saying? Because he don't speak English, so you know what I'm saying. You can't talk to him and try to translate to him and stuff like that about the franchise title. But I would think they would have to tell him what the franchise title does. You don't have to fight your mandatory, and I would think that whoever explained it to him or whatever would tell him details of why they give you this franchise title that you had to give up your other title to Devin Haney. You know what I'm saying? I think he would have to know that. That's if they tell him something else that else he probably don't know about. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if they tell him something else, then you need to change trainers, managers, and a promoter. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I know Bob Arum's protecting him. I mean, that's what. I mean, one thing I ain't gonna lie. I mean, that Lomachenko is Bob Arum's investment. You know what I'm saying? And that's just the way it is. This ain't nothing new. I think Bob Arum made that call. Because I remember Bob Arum was talking to Devin Haney and Eddie Hearns, and it was like I think it was the Hooker, Maurice Hooker or something like that. I think that was that bout. He said you never get Lomachenko. You know what I'm saying? If you was with Top Rank, it's a possibility you would get him, or you might get him. That tells you right there, all in itself. Now, is this Lomachenko's fault? I don't think it's his fault, but at the same time, he's explaining himself now. The fans must be getting, the heat must be getting to him. I mean, the fans, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because he's explaining himself, about this. So I mean, maybe hopefully we might get, I don't know, maybe we might get the fight. That's if he stand up to Bob Arum and tell him, look, I want this fight. I want to be legendary. I want to be a Hall of Famer. I want nobody saying, well, people are always gonna say something negative about him because people just don't like him. You know, that's always people don't like Canelo Alvarez and people don't like Floyd Mayweather. But with Canelo Alvarez, I don't think it's hate. I think it's facts. You know what I'm saying, about what he's doing. But Vasily Lomachenko, he's on the same path as Canelo Alvarez too. At the same time, he's beating fighters that's not so much old, but been out for a year, coming up 2 weight classes and stuff like that. It's always a deficiency with these fighters that these boxers are fighting. You know what I'm saying? So it's a possibility, man. But at the same time, he knows what's up. So now he said he's not ducking. He says he's not ducking Lomachenko. I mean, he's not ducking Devin Haney. My fault. He said he's not ducking. He's not ducking Devin Haney, but he did come back and say, well, you know, who did he fight? You know what I'm saying, something like that, whatever. And I'm thinking like, well, that's when you start talking like that, then you know what I'm saying, that's scared shit. That's scared. You talking scared, but at the same time, man, they say he's supposed to be going down after he fight Teofimo Lopez or Richard Carmen, because you know one thing is with those two fighters. They would get the fight with Lomachenko because they're on the same top rank company. So I mean, it's in house. I mean, you know, Bob Arum, man, and that franchise title, man, it's making not positive waves in the boxing world, but it's making negative headlines in the positive headlines in the negative headlines in the boxing world. I would definitely say that. You know what I'm saying? So. Like I say, man, he don't speak English, and his English is not that well. So I will give him the benefit of the doubt. I don't think he called the people up there to Mauricio Sulaiman and said, man, let me in English give me the franchise title. That seemed like Bob Arum would do that. Bob Arum even mentioned that David Haney would never get Lomachenko because because he's not with the top rank, and I think Bob Arum sees that Devin Haney is a real threat, and he can possibly beat Lomachenko. You know what I'm saying? I don't think Lomachenko think that. Maybe he might. We don't know until we see after he fighting Teofimo Lopez or Richard Carmen. But possibly he said he's gonna go down back to 130. But we definitely got to see 126, whatever pounds he's trying to go back down to, right? But did not tell me that you was ducking Devin Haney, whatever, because everybody they put so much into Lomachenko. They try to get him out there. It's not quite. I mean, he's popular, but he's not like popular like Manny Pacquiao, Floyd Mayweather, or even Canelo Alvarez at one time in his when he was boxing, when he's up and coming. But right now, the moves that Canelo Alvarez is making is real suspect. At the same time, it's obvious. You know what I'm saying? He's fighting shot fighters, older fighters. You know what I'm saying? Don't give him the time to get their body here from a 2 or 3 weeks fight. You know what I'm saying? And putting rehydration clause on their contract and stuff like that. And he's moving suspect. And I'm not the only one saying that. A lot of people saying that. Not even the LDBC, they saying it too, but not even people with the LDBC. It's other people who got boxing channels saying the same thing. So, and they saying the same thing. I mean, saying somewhat about Lomachenko, as in he ducking. That was a duck move and taking the franchise title because Deontay Wilder said he ain't taking it. Terrence Crawford said he wouldn't take it. I remember Terrence Crawford said he wouldn't even take the other belts. You know what I'm saying? So I know he definitely won't take no franchise belt. That's one thing I like about Terrence Crawford and Deontay Wilder. Now Errol Spence, they talking about giving him something, but hopefully we'll definitely see what he gonna do, because I know he's actually there. But he said he's gonna fight next March or something like that, at the end of March. So I don't think he had to give up his title. You know what I'm saying? But we'll definitely see if he'll take it or not, whatever. But do y'all believe what Lomachenko is saying, man? That he said he didn't quest for that franchise tag or that title, you know what I'm saying? And that Maurice Sulaiman is lying, because he's saying that I guess Maurice Sulaiman must have said that it was Lomachenko, but it could have been basically Maurice Sulaiman. He should have said Bob Arum. Maybe I I don't think Lomachenko just called him up there. I don't think. I doubt. I'd be surprised. And he spoke English. Maurice Schumann can't speak he can't speak Ukrainian. You know what I'm saying? So at the same time, man, he speaks Spanish and English. You know, that's if Lomachenko. I think Lomachenko probably know how to say franchise title, or whatever. But he had to explain himself and stuff like that. But I know one thing is about this franchise title. It's not given to people who only got 2 belts. You got to be a unified champ. Everybody talking about Wilder then they offer Wilder the belt, and then they offer Gary Russell. But Gary Russell only got 1 belt, and Deontay Wilder only got 1 belt. So they're not gonna get it. If they're unified, they might possibly get offered. Maurice Schumann ain't gonna go that route because I think Gary Russell and Deontay Wilder's on the same page. They wouldn't accept no shit like that. It wouldn't be fair. They are stand up men, man. They stand up for what they believe in and what's right. Gary Russell and Deontay Wilder, I would definitely say that, and Terrence Crawford. You know, so Gary Russell I don't think he ever said nothing about not taking it, but I got a funny feeling that he won't take that shit. He won't take that belt. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna make him look a little bit different in the spotlight. Deontay Wilder knows this. Terrence Crawford knows this. You know what I'm saying? So Errol Spence, I think, probably knows, but we don't know. But we'll definitely see. Do y'all believe Lomachenko what he's saying, or do you believe him, or you don't believe him? Leave a comment at the bottom of my page. Subscribe to my page. Like my page. Hit the notification bell for new videos from me. This is JT from Above My Little Belt.